Hey everyone, it's Ryzen.
And Liz.
And Patriots won this game 24-6.
Against the Panthers.
Honestly, should have been a bigger blowout than that. Offense, inconsistent. Defense, great, but offense inconsistent. It's not surprising. Carolina's, I know they're 4-5 now, but they're actually, I think, a good 4-5 team. Really good secondary. Good front four, too. Just need no offensive line, no quarterback, and that's the problem. God darn, it was terrible in this game. So, anyway, Patriots get the ball first. Myers had a terrible game. His only catch of the night was an 8-yard catch that should have been a first down, but he bobbled it inexplicably. Yeah. He had an awful game. He was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
So they punt. It's a bad punt to touchback. Carolina's first drive, 3 and out. Pretty much the story of the game for them, by the way. Center got hurt on that drive. They punt. Gunner gets a good return. Gunner got hurt in this game at some point. Not good.
He's not the only one.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Patriots, next drive. Delay a game they start with.
The first quarter was horrendously bad.
Look, the delay games are a problem at this point because it's now a routine thing where Jones is just not seeing the play clock or what. I don't know, but that's like 4 delay games in 2 weeks. Dude, you got to correct that. You just do. You got to correct that. I know one of them was when the other team was howling at us, but dude, you can't delay a game constantly like this. Sloppy. But anyway, they get the good run by Stevenson and then Henry at the middle. A pass to Henry in the middle. Jones beat a good blitz play there. But another false start kills the drive. The offensive line was good, not great. Other than Wynn. Wynn was bad. He was really bad.
Yeah, he caused Harris to get killed.
The other linemen were okay. Next drive, Darnold does intentional grounding. Oh my God.
He was terrible.
He was awful. That kills that drive. They punt. Patriots next drive. Wynn decides he doesn't want to block a guy. Jones gets killed for a bad fumble. It's recovered by Carolina. Not that Carolina does anything with it. Second quarter starts. They get a field goal out of it because they're terrible on offense. Defensively, they're good. Carolina's got a really good defense, but man, their offense sucks. They need a new quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was just the injuries with Darnold today or what, or Belichick just has his number or what, but he was god-awful today. Just really bad. They got good receivers, too. There's really no excuse.
Yeah, they got a good team around them. Except their O-line.
Except their O-line is not good, but you should be able to do quick passes. I mean, you should be able to do something. McCaffrey was activated for this game. I thought he had a fantastic game. McCaffrey was really good.
Yeah, when he played, he was very good.
Anyway. So, next drive, we get the play change at the line by Jones, bringing Stevenson out from outside, back inside. And then they threw a route to them to the flat because he was matched up on a linebacker, and great matchup recognition by Jones leads to a huge play, and then you get a good touchdown run by Harris. Harris had a good game. 7-3 Patriots.
They both did.
Carolina's 3 and out. Next Patriots drive, they tried to run a pick. I don't know what Jones is looking at. Gilmore backed off. He recognized that it was a pick. At that point, that play is dead. You either got to, if you don't have a second option on that play, because it's a pick play, I understand that. Then fire it out of bounds near a receiver or something. Instead, he throws it at Myers and basically threw it right to Gilmore, who didn't fall for the pick at all.
Yeah, he stepped up.
Yeah,
it didn't really result in anything in the end.
Didn't result in anything, but that's a bad decision by Jones. It just is. That's bad recognition. It was a horrible pass. Next drive. Oh, this was funny. So there's a taunting penalty. Carolina, what are you doing? You're in field goal range. Then basically, I think there's a near sack after that. Just a complete disaster of a sequence. So they're held to a field goal basically because of this taunting penalty. They make the field goal, but
And that's all. That was the last time they scored.
last time they scored, I mean, You're hurting your team. Don't taunt another player to their face because you don't know what the officials are going to call.
Right.
And you hurt your team. Like, a 15-yard penalty is a huge penalty. It's not like a defensive hold penalty. It's a 5-yard penalty that you can overcome. Or a false start you can overcome. It's really hard to overcome 10-yard penalties. It's especially hard to overcome 15-yard penalties.
Mm-hmm.
That's boneheaded. So the next drive, Patriots, they get that good catch by Bolden on 3rd and 5. Bolden was fantastic. Like, he even ran the ball well. As much as I bashed the guy, he was excellent in this game.
Yeah, he was.
He had a touchdown to Henry. Definitely the best throw of the night by Jones. Jones was good, not great tonight. He only had like 120 yards, but he was efficient. He made good reads, except for the Gilmore pick. It was a good throw. It was a tight window too. It was perfectly thrown.
It was very nice.
14-6 Patriots. That's basically the end of the half. Let's see.
That was basically the end of the Panthers, too.
Basically the end of the Panthers. I mean, the Panthers get the ball to start. I mean, this is the kind of night it was for the Panthers. They go nowhere. Sam Darnold does a play fake to nobody because the running back was on the other side of him, and he turned and faked a handoff to, I guess, a ghost or something. I don't know. I'm serious. Like, the announcers didn't catch it, but I'm watching it live. Like, who are you play faking to, dude? Like, what are you doing? That was weird. They get 3 and out. Darnold was under pressure all game. Judon, even when he rolled out, he was under pressure. It's crazy. They get a illegal formation penalty on a punt. That's the kind of night it was for Carolina.
Yeah.
Patriots go 3 and out after that. And then, Carolina, they're moving the ball a little bit. It looks like things are finally going right a little bit, and
then things go horrible.
They call a rollout, and I understand that you're trying desperately to get something going. I understand that. But your quarterback's been under pressure all game, including when he's been out of the pocket and it's broken down. So why would you call a rollout? I don't know. I didn't like the play call, but anyway. Because he's throwing on the run, it's inaccurate, and he throws it right. He misses. I think it was to Abdullah he was trying to hit. Abdullah had himself a nice game too, by the way. But Jackson picks it off, and he gets an 88-yard pick 6. Abdullah couldn't catch him.
Nope. Jackson's fast.
I mean, the game was already over, but that's the dagger, 21-6.
So then on the next play, or the next drive.
The next drive. Oh my God. So first thing that happened is Godshot tackled a receiver out of bounds. I don't know why it wasn't flagged. Carolina got screwed on that. That was
should have been.
100% should have been a personal foul. I mean, he was tackled like 10 yards out of bounds. Pretty inexcusable. And he was hit out of bounds. Like, not when he was hit. It's not like he was hit inbounds and then taken out of bounds. No, he was hit out of bounds.
But then.
But anyway, then there's a weird fumble, and it's picked up by Carolina, and they run it for a first, which is bizarre. But then, Jesus Christ.
Collins makes the most ridiculous interception.
I can't. Darnold throws the ball. He's been getting it batted at the line all game. Collins just picks it off at the line as he's
like
pass
this.
rushing.
His hands are like this.
And
Gets it with his fingertips.
He didn't do it on like a tip. He just flat caught the thing.
It was crazy.
That is freakish. That's not Darnold's fault on that pick. But, oh my God, that's just one of those things. It's like, there's nothing you could have done there. Holy cow. That's nuts. Next Patriots play was a PI on Gilmore, kind of a questionable one. Probably an uncatchable ball, but he did shove, I think, Myers to the ground. So, whatever. They held to a field goal, 24-6. That's basically the end of the game. I mean, Carolina starts using McCaffrey pretty exclusively. They actually marched down the field on their next drive using McCaffrey. But then he throws it to Jackson in the back of the end zone, and instead of throwing it to the pylon in the back corner, he underthrows it. It's picked off. And it's perfect technique. Like, it's not an open receiver. Like you gotta, if you're gonna even attempt that throw, which number one, probably don't.
Right.
But number two, if you're going to make the throw, it's gotta go back corner. Because it's gotta be towards the pylon. It basically has to be an almost uncatchable ball. Because either your receiver's gonna catch it or nobody's catching it.
And in this situation, Jackson played slot receiver.
Yeah, played slot corner. basically, and caught it. Perfect technique. Look, at this point, Jackson's he's an elite corner, and it's like the rest of the league has not caught up to that yet.
He passed the Patriots
record
for most interceptions by a player.
Yep. He's a really, really good corner. There's a reason why they felt comfortable moving on from Gilmore, and you can totally see why.
Oh, yeah.
He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He's closing in on shutdown corners at this point. I mean, the guy is really good. Not as good as, I don't think he's as good as Gilmore, but he could certainly get to that level.
It's kind of insane to see how well he's developed over the past 4 or 5 seasons.
He
was garbage when he first started.
Well, he was overly aggressive when he first started. He was a mediocre player that developed into an elite starting corner.
And now he's awesome.
He's just fantastic. So, anyway, the next Patriots drive, there's injury after injury after injury after injury. There's another delay of game. There was that weird punt that was a fake punt, but they decided
not to do the
fake punt because they're trying to draw up sides, and they brought the offense in, picked up a first down on that. Then took a delay of game because
why not?
Why not? What Patriots game is complete without delay of games?
They kicked the 54-yard field goal, missed it.
Yeah. I mean, they had Stevenson got a concussion, Harris got a concussion.
Gunner got a concussion.
Not on this drive, but
earlier
the two
in the game.
Bolden fumbles the ball on this drive, recovered by Jones. They go to punt. Idiotically, the Panthers do a neutral zone infraction, which lets them attempt a field goal. It's no good, but who cares? I mean, whatever. It doesn't really matter, but...
I mean, the biggest problem at this point is that the Patriots don't have a bye till week 14.
I know, and the injuries are piling up.
And week 14 is kind of odd because week 13 is the Monday game against Buffalo.
Yeah.
So, and then they have basically the whole next week off.
Yeah, they have a long bye, which is nice.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. But it's still a few weeks from now.
Yep. So Carolina's next drive is Judon sacks. Patriots only got 1 sack in this game. Don't pay attention to that. That's misleading because
the pressures are what they keep getting the most of.
Darnold was under pressure the entire game.
Yeah.
I can't even think of a single dropback he wasn't under pressure. I mean, I think probably 70-80% of the time he's under pressure. It led to a nightmare game.
Collins had pressures. Hightower did. Barmore did.
Yeah. There's a turnover on downs on 4th and 20, I think. And then the Patriots just run the clock out. That's it. Bolden was their last running back left.
Yeah, the injuries are a major concern at running back right now. The only two who are healthy are Bolden and J.J. Taylor.
Yeah, so hopefully Harris is fine. Look, both Harris and Stevenson did walk off the field, so maybe they'll be fine. I don't know.
We hope. I hope
so.
Because if they don't have Harris, I mean, that's
I don't know what they're going to do, because Harris is a top 5 running back in the league at this point for this year.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
And he started out pretty mediocre this year, but he has quietly become one of the best running backs in the league this year.
Yeah.
So he's really important. They do play the Browns next week. The Browns are the Browns.
They put up 40 points on the Bengals. The Bengals are the Bengals. I mean, the Browns are pretty good, but they're still the Browns. Don't they got that one guy? They're
a weird
that
team.
One player on their team that's really good this year.
Yeah, they have good players. It's just they're the Browns. They're just one of those organizations that always finds ways to screw things up for some reason. I don't know, but we'll see what happens with that game. It's not a gimme, that's for sure. The Browns are, I think, a solid team. But we're 5-4.
A win against them would put us up in the AFC.
Have a really good shot at making the playoffs now. Real good shot. Jacksonville may beat Buffalo today. I don't know. We'll see. The fact that Buffalo has gotten cold is a really good sign.
Let's see. While we're waiting, we'll pull the scores up.
Because Patriots are getting hot, then the Bills are getting cold.
Where's the score for the Bills?
I don't know. I can't imagine the Bills actually lost that game.
Is this not? They did.
Oh my God, the Bills lost.
So that helps us.
Jacksonville beat. Well, apparently the key to Jacksonville winning was to not have Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback.
But they won 9-6.
No, I know. I'm just kidding because they won 9-6.
Bad,
but Trevor Lawrence did get hurt. But yeah, I don't think he got hurt that bad.
That helps us.
But I'm just being a sarcastic jackass. But that is funny. That is funny that Jacksonville got creamed by basically everybody and then somehow beats Buffalo. But we have as many wins now as Buffalo, and we started the season really bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're right in
that
on it.
Monday night game in December is going to be a big one.
Buffalo's looking mighty beatable now. You know, we might have a dogfight for the division between New England and Buffalo. We'll see. I'd be perfectly happy with a wild card, frankly. It's a
For them to get
good
in with
building
Mac as
team.
a quarterback would be really impressive, I
and
think.
he's definitely, of the rookie quarterbacks,
The best.
for sure the best one.
There's no question.
That has been drafted this year.
And also, for all of you lovely Dallas fans,
Oh yeah, how's that secondary?
How's that feel?
How's that secondary?
you just let the Broncos destroy you today.
The Broncos put up 30 points, I guess, on that trash secondary. Looks like giving up all those yards was a problem, huh?
How's that feel, boys?
Interesting.
Have to rub that in. Sorry.
No. Hey man, don't come and act like a jackass to people. And I wouldn't be doing that, but now I'm gonna do it every time Dallas loses. Because you felt the need to be dumb about it. For pointing out a statistical fact about your team, you know, like...
They won 30-16, so I guess they scored a last-minute score.
Oh, they got 2 two-point conversions then.
They still lost.
They still got creamed. Like, oh my god, poor Dallas. Oh well, whatever. The NFC's tight this year. The NFC's probably winning.
The AFC is...
AFC is
a little bit of a
significantly
toss-up.
Significantly weaker.
Yeah, the NFC is definitely stronger this year.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? It's the NFL. Basically every team that was supposed to win today either lost or almost lost. Except for us. Which is amazing.
Yeah.
Because we were favored to win.
Yeah.
So, you know. This is great. It's good to finally have a winning record. It's been like so long since we've been over 500. I don't think we were over 500 at all last year.
They were bad last year with New England.
You
But
know.
last year was a whole situation.
But last year we had virtually nobody on this team, so. And Myers still doesn't have a touchdown catch. Please give him a touchdown catch at some point.
Maybe if he can catch passes.
I mean, I like Myers. Oh, there was a funny thing on the broadcast where the announcer said that Jacoby Myers was the favorite target in the red zone.
They also said that Bethel scored the
That
pick six.
Bethel took the pick six.
It was pretty funny.
That was funny. You know, Jacoby Myers, the guy that's never caught a touchdown in his career. He's our favorite target in the... No, it's Hunter Henry, by the way, is who the favorite target is.
The red zone target, yeah.
Third down target. No, it was third down, so I'm assuming he meant third down. I think he's corrected it later, but we're not going to do third down and goal to Myers. But third down in other situations, yeah. But whatever. I mean, I like Jacoby Myers, but it is weird that he doesn't have a touchdown. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can beat the Browns, keep it going, keep right on Buffalo's ass at this point. So,
They're right there.
You got a shot.
They're right there.
It's good. Looking good. All right, this is Ryzen.
And Liz.
Thanks for watching. Take care.